We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Very good morning, students. I'm Dr. Madhvi Desai from RNG Patel, Head of Computer Science and Engineering Department, RNG Patel Institute of Technology, College Code 084, Zone 5. Today, I'm going to explain you Semester 8 subject Python Programming, subject code 2180711, in that first unit, Introduction to Python. So, what I'm going to cover today. First, we will see what we will see today in today's lecture. What is the Python? Means why we require to learn Python. Why Python is popular. What are the different features of Python? Python is used in industry. Then in which type of industry Python can be used? What is the learning part of Python? And what are the career opportunities that are possible after after learning the Python? So that I will explain today. So first, what is the Python? So Python is a general purpose. It is a high level language, interpreter language with easy syntax and dynamic semantics. Okay. So in 1989, it was created by Van Rossum. Indentations instead of braces. So what is the difference between the Python and other languages? Okay, so whatever the other popular languages we are using, C, C++, or any of the other, we always try to use for a particular block the curly braces. Okay, but instead of braces, Python use the indentation. It is very much popular right now. Everyone wants to learn the Python. So basic reason behind this, due to the popularity in the machine learning application, it is having the features that it is having the libraries and features which can be used to implement the GUI application, machine application, web application, mobile application, artificial intelligence application. So in all type of these applications that we are using in the CSE branch, Python can be used. So that's why Python is popular. What are the other features by which Python is popular? It is easy to understand. First of all, it is easy to learn Python. It is free. Okay, it is open source language. Application oriented. In each type of application we can use. I have just discussed that Python can be used in artificial intelligence. It can be used in machine learning. It can be used even in the mobile application, GUI application, web application. So that's why it is an application oriented language. It has the huge number of libraries and supports available that can be used for implementation of the different application. So that's why Python is popular. What are the features of the Python? Okay, so that is Python is the open source. It is extendable and extensible language. It is having the huge libraries. It is simple, portable, interpreted, and object-oriented. So these are the main features of the Python. So let me explain you one by one. So first of all, it is a high-level language. So it's as we grow from generation to generation, the languages, we move to the higher level, lower level to the higher level. So assembly was the good son for those who struggle with the machine code. Then we say that Fortran came, then C came, Pascal came, which took but computing to another plane and create a software development industry. So through which all these languages, software industry was created. Through C came more modern compiled languages, C++ and Java. And further, we climb to the more powerful languages, system accessible, interpreted scripting language like PCL, Perl, and Python. So among this, Python is the most popular. It is having the advantage, that is it having the features of the Python list. It means that resizable arrays, even it is having one feature that is dictionary, hash tables that are built into the language. It provides these crucial building blocks in the core language, encourage their use and minimize the development time as well as the code size. resulting in the more readable code. So Python is it encourage the use and minimize the development time. That is the basic advantage of the Python. So it reduces the code, it results in the more readable code. So that is the main features of the Python. So Python is a high level language. Another we say that Python is an object oriented language. So object oriented programming adds another dimension into any of the programming language, where data and logic are the discrete elements of the programming, we all know. So OP allows for associating specific behavior, characteristics, capabilities with the data they execute on or representative of. So this we can add with our data. Python is an object-oriented language all the way down to its code. However, Python is not only object-oriented language like Java or Ruby, but it actually a pleasant mix of multiple programming paradigms. That is, it borrows a few things from the functional languages also. Okay, so what is a functional language? So functional programming is a programming paradigm in which we try to bind everything in pure mathematical function style. It is a declarative type of programming style. Its main focus is on what to solve in contrast to how to solve. Okay, so this particular paradigm of functional languages that also included into the Python. So it is a pleasant mix of the multiple paradigms. It is scalable. Scalability in any of the language is very much important. So Python is often compared to Bash or Unix shell scripting language. If we, whenever we go with the Python, the peoples are comparing with the Unix shell scripting or the Bash language. But simple shell script handles simple tasks. They may grow in length, but not truly in depth. There is a little code reusability, and you are confined to small projects when shell script you are using. But in fact, small projects may lead to large and unwieldy scripts. Okay, so that is we can say that is the limitations of the Unix shell scripting language, but that is not with the Python. Where you can grow your code from project to project, add another new or existing Python elements, and you reuse the code at your own. So Python encourages clean code design, high level structure, packaging of multiple components, all of which deliver the flexibility, consistency, and faster development time required as project expand in breadth and scope. So Python provides basic building blocks on features which you can build an application, and those needs expand and grow. So Python pluggable and modular architecture allow your project to flourish as well as maintain manageability. Python is an extensible language. So extensibility in any of the language provide engineer with the flexibility to add on or customize their tools to be more productive and to develop in a shorter period of time. So although this feature is the self-evident in mainstream third generation language such as C and C++, even in the Java, the ease of writing extensions to Python in C is the real strength of Python. Okay, so Python extension can be written in C, it can be written in C++ for standard implementation of Python in C. So that is known as C Python. The Java language implementation of Python is called JPython. So extension would be written using Java also. Finally, there is Iron Python, the C# implementation for the .NET or Mono platforms. And you can extend Iron Python in C# or Visual Basic .NET. So that is again important feature of the Python, that is extensible language. It is a portable language. Portability is the very important criteria whenever we are choosing any of the language. So Python can be found on wide variety of systems, contributing to its continued rapid growth in today's computing booming. So portability applies across multiple architectures as well as to the operating systems. It is easy to read. Okay, even we are talking about any of the language, some of the syntax that we are always going on with, that include the $sign, we need to use the semicolons, we may need to use the tiles, and so on. So that is not necessary in Python. Without all these distraction, Python code is much more clearly defined and visible to the eye. In addition, much to many programmers, Python does not give us much flexibility to write obfuscated code compared to other languages, making it easier for others to understand your code faster and vice versa. So readability usually helps make a language easy to learn as well as describe robust. Okay, nothing is more powerful than allowing a programmer to recognize error condition, provide a software handler with when such occurs. So these errors are known as exceptions. Python even give you the ability to monitor for errors and take an course of action if such an error occur during the runtime. So that's why Python is a robust language. It is a memory manager. The biggest pitfalls or the limitations of the C or C++ language is the responsibility of memory management is in the hand of the developer. Okay, so it will create unnecessary burden and responsibility upon the developer and often provides extended distraction. So because memory management is performed by the Python interpreter, the application developer is able to steer clear of memory issues and focus on the immediate goal of just creating application that was planned in the first place. So that's why Python, it also a memory manager. It is an interpreted and byte compiled language. Python is classified as an interpreted language, meaning that compile time is no longer a factor during development. Traditionally, purely interpreted languages are almost always slower than the compiled language because execution does not take place in the system's native binary language. However, like Java, Python is actually byte compiled, resulting in an intermediate form closer to machine language. So this improves the Python performance, yet allows it to retain all the advantages of interpreted language. So these are the basic features. These are 9 features we have seen about the Python. Then why Python is so much popular and where Python is used actually in industry. So I have taken some of the application where actually a Python used. So these are the different application of the different eras application I have included here. So first of all, we consider a Google. Better search results are provided based on ranking of the websites, and that was done during using the Python. Dropbox, cloud platform to save data online. Server and client applications are coded using Python. Netflix uses machine learning with the Python. It used to cluster users based on their interest on source and retain them for language. Even another era of the industry, that is the National Security Agency, uses the Python for cyber security. It does cyber security analysis and other encryption and decryption work. BitTorrent application, it's a peer-to-peer communication which started out as a normal file. NASA, even the scientists are using for the scientific calculation Python, which reduces the time and makes their work easier. So these are the different industry and the different eras of the industry where Python can be used and actually it is used. Okay, so that's why Python is an industry. These are the learning path, and our in that subject, Python programming, this is actually a syllabus also of the Python. So learning path of the Python, first Python basics that we'll see, that's we have seen into this lecture. That is, what are the features, what is the Python, why Python is so popular, and then we move to the Python variables, which are the data types, operators, then arrays, flow control, methods, file handling, and object-oriented programming concepts, and practicing the programming. So this is the whole learning path. Then what are, if you have taken this, Python is actually an elective subject. So if you have taken a Python, what are the career opportunities with the Python? So always it is an important. So if you have the knowledge of the Python, if you are the Python developer, then in which type of industry you have your own career? That is the Django, web development and frameworks. You can go into the game development. You can work with the big data, web testing, AI or data science, and smart devices. So these are the different career opportunities where you can use your Python knowledge. So how industry are using the Python? If you take the example of Netflix, demand engineering, machine learning, big data, video encoding, Netflix animation, information security, monitoring. Okay, so all the work they've used the Python. Even GitHub rank is as a first slot by the GitHub. Python developer job trends. Right now, the job trends is about the Python developer. Even highest post of Python developer right now available, if we see. So which are the skills you need to acquire with the Python? Okay, so there are the different, if you are a computer engineer, okay, so there are the different posts on which you can apply. That is, you can work as a data science, you can work as a data analyst, you can work as an AI or ML engineer, even Python automation testing. Okay, so if you want to work with as a data scientist, what are the technical skills required? That is the core Python. Okay, this core Python is our syllabus of this particular subject. Then other than core Python, what you require to learn, that is mathematics and statistics, scikit-learn, matplotlib is available into the our syllabus also. Pandas, NumPy, data visualization, machine learning and AI, database management, Apache Spark. So if you have all this technical skill available with the Python, then you can work as a data scientist. Then data analyst. Okay, so what are the technical skills required? That is a mathematics, data analysis, Seaborn, Pandas, NumPy, data interpretation, problem solving, building prediction models, database knowledge, data manipulation. Okay, if you want to work as an AI or ML engineer, programming skills, data science, machine learning. So what you require? Statistics, applied mathematics, neural network, rapid prototyping, machine learning algorithms, and data modeling. And all these things you can work with the, you can go with the Python. Python automation testing. Okay, so Selenium WebDriver tool is used to automate web application testing to verify that it works as expected. It supports many browsers such as Firefox, Chrome, IE, and Safari. However, using the Selenium WebDriver, we can automate testing for web applications. So in the testing, automation testing also, you can use your knowledge of the Python. When deep learning engineers, so this is the era of the, right now people are working everywhere with the deep learning. So machine learning, neural network architecture, language, audio, and video processing. So here you need to use the Python with all this particular different era of the data science. So which are the basic elements of the Python? So Python is having basically 3 elements. One is the script, second is the cell, and third is the statements. So script, what is script? So Python program sometimes is also known as script. Okay, so which is nothing but what? A sequence of definition and commands. And second element is the cell. Python definition are evaluated and the commands are executed by the Python interpreter in something called the cell. Typically, a new cell is created whenever execution of a program begins. In most cases, a window is associated with the cell. And the third is the statement element. Statement are nothing but the command that instruct the interpreter to do something or perform the action. So what we have covered, let me revise what we have covered today in this lecture. First, what is Python? Okay. Then why Python is actually popular right now. Then what are the features of the Python? So we have seen the different 9 features of the Python. Then in which type of industry Python can be used? Okay, so we have seen the different era of the industry where Python can be used. Then after the industry, we have seen which are the career opportunities available if you have the knowledge of the Python, and what are the basic elements of the Python. So thank you all the students from RNGPIT GTU family. Thank you.